Welcome back to the channel, guys. Some stuff has been going down with Brian McKnight. Like, I love Brian McKnight. Been listening to him since as long as I can remember. He was being interviewed by Anton Daniels. I'm pretty sure most of you know who Anton Daniels is. If not, just give him a look. This is just a small clip. I might do some more reactions to this. I'm not sure, depending on like how this one does. But let's get right into it.
The plan that I had for them, since they weren't going to go to college, that they wanted to be in music. I'm on tour. I'm on several world tours at this point. She agreed to let them come back. She continued to get her money. And I took them all over the world with me because I said, listen, you didn't grow up like me. I grew up singing in front of people, in church, everywhere. You guys have learned in the studio, and you're great, but you need to know what it's like to be out here on stage, to know the grind of having to have lobby call and be on time, the grind of having to do sound checks and be there and perform and do so. Come out with me. I'll have a section of my show where you guys can come out. I can introduce you. You can start to feel what it's like. And we did that for a while, a good while. Right up until, there's so much going on at this point. They're back with me. They, every day, I have about 20 kids in my house. Just on the floor, there's weed, there's all this other kind of stuff going on.
So wait a minute. So they're with you.
They're with me.
But now they're starting to get out of control in a sense.
In the midst of all of this, I got these jokers in my house who will show up, come in and not even speak to me. Like, hell, Miss McKnight, thank you for having us or anything like that. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The things that are going on.
Now, hold on a second. Now, obviously, if you haven't caught on by now, he's talking about his two sons, because there was like this big scandal of him and he didn't want to claim his kids or whatever. So we're finally hearing his side of the story. This is what I don't understand. Why would you allow, as a father, your children to do crazy stuff like that? You think you're going to walk into my house and not speak to me? Well, you get chin checked in a second, homie. What you doing, huh? Take your shoes off at the door before you walk in here. Matter of fact, go in the refrigerator, go get me a bottle of water before you coming up in here. And then to have your own kids just weed paraphernalia around, look like the Wolf of Wall Street in there. Brian McKnight, you shouldn't have done this. You have more than enough money. You could have hired security to get your own kids out of the house. Let's keep it going.
Both of their girlfriends are living at the house, along with all these other people who just, sleeping on the floor, sleeping,
So they're living like rock stars.
Oh, yeah, completely. Because when I'm gone, my cars are there. My bikes are there. Everything,
because you're on tour.
I got to lock everything down. I got to remember, because but they all have their own cars. That's the other thing. We'll get into that in a minute. But things just started getting out of control. So we did a tour where it's my brother from Take Six, my two boys, and myself. It's sort of like a McKnight. We're going to, the next phase of what we're doing. We got 4 shows left. We come home, and the two boys say, we miss our girlfriends. We ain't going back.
Insanity. I probably would have laughed too. Do you think, how much money that they're making on tour? You're on tour with your dad and your brother. Forget them girls, man. Or fly them out to you. You're on tour with Brian McKnight. Your dad is Brian McKnight. It's not like you're doing a struggle tour. You're doing like arenas. You know how much money that is, homie? Do you know how much moolah that is? Forget my girlfriend, man. I don't even have a girlfriend. What are you talking about? You think I'm going home? That's why Anton is laughing.
We're done. We're done here.
No.
The promoters, everything's like, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to go do the rest of these shows by myself, which is fine, or whatever. What most people don't know is that before Leilani ever moved in with me, we were already becoming estranged. She's the one that brought us back together.
Wow.
It was 2015, my birthday. And we have that moment of, let's get it together. Let's try. My wife facilitated that.
Wow.
And then she was my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
she wasn't even your wife at the time.
As a blended family, Jack and Julia, who are Leilani's, who are my children now, we did so many things all together. But remember, we're not married yet. Not married yet. Somewhere along the way, when we decided to get married, that's when things started to go sideways.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I could speculate. In my opinion,
if you had to speculate.
In my opinion, the narrative about me was that I was incapable of loving somebody. I wasn't capable of being a faithful husband. I wasn't, capable. And he'll never get married. Oh yeah, he can act like this. He can put this woman on his Instagram, but he won't get married. Well, now he's getting married. Well, he's not going to get married. He's not going to go through with it. Even so much so that, it's crazy. When I was out in the street, doing everything under the sun, because I lived my 20s and my 30s.
Yeah.
As a single man.
Yep.
No problems. No anything.
So
you want to know why there were no problems? I'm going to tell you why, man. A lot of women, they don't even want to be with you. They don't want anybody else to have you. Because then it proves that you weren't the problem. If you are with a woman, and then y'all split, right? And then you get with another woman, she's more upset because it makes her look like the issue. It has nothing to, it sort of does have something to do with the other girl, but it really has more to do with, like, how dare he find somebody, especially if you get another girl before she gets another guy. Man, World War III. Let's keep going.
Well, it wasn't until you actually started to transition into really being that faithful,
right,
that person that they weren't expecting for you to become, that then it started to create that environment or that problem.
Because I wouldn't have become that for them.
Oh, okay. I got what you're saying.
He isn't capable of doing that, but it's obvious that I am.
But as long as you're in the streets, it's cool. As long as I'm in the street,
it's cool. It's cool. So much so that even after a second marriage, she's been married again, right?
Yeah.
Still named McKnight. Isn't that strange?
Because she holding on to you. Because she's holding. I don't know why women do this, man. They don't want you. Well, I think this is like a people thing, not really a woman thing, but like women just get so spiteful about it. They just get so spiteful about it. Of course, she's not gonna give up that fame and notoriety that comes with McKnight. McKnight is not a very common name. So when you meet someone named McKnight, you immediately think of, bro, you think she's gonna give that up? Being a McKnight? All that prestige and work that she didn't do in order to get, she's not giving that up. And then add salt into the wound. She was married again and that didn't work out. Man, brother, you lucky she didn't assassinate you.
Yeah, that's the culture that we live in which there's so much decentering from men, but at the same time leveraging them to get what it is that you want from them, that now, and I've seen it with a lot of other celebrities, to where the actual ex-wife continues to either have a career or create visibility from themselves by still attaching themselves to that person that they're no longer in a relationship.
What's going on with Anton Beard? Man, he looks like a old young guy. You look like you're turning into something.
With and haven't been in a relationship with for a long time. And so I don't think that that's singular to just you.
Right.
I think that that's the nature of women. It just is what it is.
It's so disrespectful.
It is.
It is what it is. So moving right along, we end up getting married. Mm-hmm. My best men are Jack and these two boys. All both, and I'm going to bequeath you this video so you can make it a part of this.
Yep.
Where they're happy, they're toasting. Leilani is thanking me for allowing her to love them as her own children as we have this family. And even the younger one saying, now we're a family.
I'm incredibly happy. I wouldn't want anyone else but you, Leilani. I'm so happy, no, honestly, I'm so happy to have you, Jack, Julia, and the rest of your family as a part of our family now. And I'm happy to be a part of yours. I know this dude is. And I'm gonna try to do this without crying, because I'm literally tearing up right now. Tonight's about love, guys. Like, and that's really it. So I wanna lift my glass with all of you guys right now, everyone. If you got water, orange juice, lean, whatever you got in there, hold it up. And we're gonna toast to the fact that two people sealed the love that they have for each other. They invited us all to be here. Every one of us in this room.
Fast forward to 2 years later. Now I got to stop. So I missed something, and this is very, very important. I really need you to hear me on this one. On or about 2015, the oldest son has children of his own. Now, when he had the first one,
More than one.
when he had the first one, the woman that he had the children with went on, I think, welfare or something. Now, what I didn't know.
How? What is with? Now, I like to hold ladies accountable, but I have to hold the men. I'm fair. I'm fair. How is it? Why are you not taking care of your children? I know that a lot of men do take care of your children, but then when it comes up, I have to call a spade a spade. I just have to do it. Why are you not taking care of your children? I'll tell you what it was, because they left that tour. I would still be on tour right now. Oh, that money.
Is when you get that assistance that you're accruing as the father.
Yeah.
You got to pay this back.
They're gonna come back and
They're
get
going to come back and get it.
Yeah.
His last address after I had moved them out of my house because I couldn't take the weed smoke and all that. But I told him, listen, here's an apartment. It's brand new. I'm going to pay for it for a year.
This man's a saint.
While y'all get yourselves together. You are now 25 and 22.
Oh, these are like grown men at this point.
24 and 21.
So you were still trying to help them to become the men that they were supposed to be.
Right.
Even though they were fully grown adults.
Fully grown adults. 24 and 21. Here's your place. Now all your friends come over there. Be creative. You have all these people staying with you. Have them pay some rent. $100 here, whatever you have to do while you guys can get your music off the ground. They had produced a record at my house. It was out. It was doing well. My whole team put them at the Roxy on Sunset.
Yep.
They start doing live gigs. Now 50 people showed up the first time. The second one, maybe 75, 100 people showed up. It's going too slow. They quit. Here's this apartment. I'm going to pay for everything, but get your life together. Figure out what you're going to do.
I never understand how some people will blow a head start. If you have a head start in life, if your father is this rich guy and he's doing all of these, you have a head start. Well, I guess you just don't appreciate it if that's all you know. I think that's what it is. You just don't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. You have this much time. A year passes. They still haven't done it. I said, okay, I'll do another year. Here's your second year.
So they 26 at this point and 27 years old at this point.
They're 26 and 23 by then, right? But we're getting married.
Yeah.
I'm leaving to go out of the country, and I get detained because they're looking for him.
Yeah.
And we have the same name.
Yep.
He now has two from that same girl. And Leilani and I and her mother, we had sat them down and said, listen, what are y'all going to do? You got to get together. Well, she says to me, well, he told me you were going to pay for everything.
Wow.
As a grown man?
Wow.
When the second one comes, he comes and tells me that he just happened to be over there and she raped him. And I'm like, what? What is happening? This is where we are now?
Yeah.
So we go ahead and get married in a fairy tale ceremony. I'm going to give you all the video so you can see it. About 6 months later, the oldest calls me. He's like, listen, I don't have a place to stay. Can me and my new girlfriend come live with y'all for a while?
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't even the original girl?
No.
Wow.
As a father, I had to put my foot down because if I give in to this again, I said, no, you're going to have to figure this out. You're now 26, 27 years old. You got these 2 kids you're not taking care of.
Yeah.
You got this woman who now he has another baby with.
So he a 2-time baby daddy.
So he's got this, and it's not about the baby daddy.
And I'm just, that's just what it is.
You got to take care of your business.
But see, so, okay, I have to hold Brian accountable for a lot of this too, because as a father, you should have been on them at an earlier age in order so that they don't move like this. Like, even with him telling this story, there are a bunch of things that he shouldn't let go. He shouldn't have let slide. But I get it because they're your kids and everything. But at some point, you know that, okay, they're going to be a man at some point. Let me start instilling some type of values. It sounds like they have no work ethics, no real ambition. They're not hungry for anything except having babies.
I'm not here to take care of. I got my own stuff. I got to deal with.
Yeah.
Take care of it. So now he's having to deal with things on his own, and that's when, in 2019, when we decided to leave LA, he goes on his Instagram and tells everyone that he was abandoned, that I abandoned him and his brother. Abandoned.
Yeah. And let me say this. I just have to say this because I was having a conversation and a girl overheard, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Brian McKnight, and I want to get his perspective and his words. And the girl was like, no, because he abandoned his kid. And I'm like, wait a minute. You don't even know. You going based off of do you not want to hear it from all sides first before you come to this conclusion? But see, this is why guys are so bitter. And this is my opinion. I know I'm interviewing you, but this is my opinion. This is why guys are so bitter, because anybody can spin a narrative and then it completely, try to ruin your reputation that you've spent a lifetime building.
Facts.
And instead of us having these grown men hold themselves accountable and take care of their business and take care of their kids, now they basically are baby boy. It's baby boy. It's literally baby boy all over again. And it aggravates me because they've benefited from you but haven't really lived up to any expectations whatsoever.
None.
That bothers me. It really does bother me. So he goes on Instagram and basically says all of this crazy stuff.
Yep. I'm in the air flying to Guam. I got a show.
Yeah.
I land and my phone blows up.
Yeah.
My wife is like, look at this. What is this? Do you know how many times they showed up at her office after crazy. I told them no?
That's crazy.
And my wife gave them whatever they wanted out of her money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our money, but
yeah, I understand.
Out of her money, because she felt a certain kind of way about what was going on, and she wanted to help them. She had offered them to get them jobs.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pass there's no way they were going to pass the drug test.
I don't think that they wanted jobs, though. They just wanted to live off you.
Anton's right. Damn it, he is right. They didn't want jobs. They didn't want to be better. They were entitled. Like so many people, they're entitled. This lady was given You think I'm giving your kids some money after I know that they left tours and they left job opportunities, and then I offer you a job and you still not taking the job, player? You don't have 2 nickels to rub together. Where are you and your baby gonna stay, huh? Listen, guys, I'm in it right there. If you're still here and you want to, Brian has another video. I'm about to do it right now, and I'm gonna add it somewhere around here. Just click on that because this is getting good, and I'll see you on the next one.